A beautiful day to our elderly folks out there. Welcome to another interesting edition of Senior Citizens Forum. As we've all known, Senior Citizens Forum is a weekly TV program that highlights the joy, the plights, and the general welfare of the older persons in the country. It also teaches the do's and the don'ts of elders in all ramifications. The weekly TV program also focuses on the various health challenges of the elderly. This week, the program will focus on Islamic religion, its beliefs and its doctrines on the elderly people and the younger ones in the society.
Retirement is good. Retirement is sweet. It is a step to living a blissful old age. One day you will retire. You won't go to work anymore. You won't have official powers anymore. No more influence, or at best a reduced influence, and your cash flow will also reduce. Therefore, you need to prepare well towards your retirement. The following tips will guide you to prepare adequately for your retirement. During your 30 days annual leave or your weekends while still in office, learn a trade or a skill, as it will come in handy when you finally retire. Cultivate the habit of regular savings to serve as investment towards your retirement. Build a house on a plot or half a plot, either a bungalow or a story building for yourself before you retire. Build a house anywhere. Don't say the place is far away or it is bushy. Ensure you have a building of your own to retire to. After your retirement, it is advisable you relocate to your hometown to reduce your high cost of living. Endeavor to have shares that pay good dividends. Develop interests in farming, like rearing chicken, rearing goats, piggery, cultivate vegetables, or own a shop. These activities will not only give you income, but will also keep you busy to stay healthy. Live a simple life. This is no time to use your retirement benefit to marry another wife. Neither is it a time to form the habit of purchasing ashwebi every time. Cut your coat according to your size. It is not advisable to use your gratuity to build a house. If you don't have a house, relocate to your village after retirement and build a small house. Or your children might build for you. Please avoid someone who will come to you after you retire to say he or she can double your gratuity through unknown businesses or lottery. When you retire, do not stay idle at home. Engage in one or two worthy activities, such as involvement in your local community activities or religious activities. Ensure to do your medical checkup regularly. Note that many of retirees die early because 1. They are not mentally prepared for retirement. 2. Lack of finances. 3. Unable to interact positively among their peers. 4. Non-regular medical checkup. And 5. Depression, worries, anxiety, uncertainty, and financial pressures. Please plan for your retirement.
Our retirees are the senior citizens.
The topic is Elders' Role in Islamic Tenets. It came out from the second annual Maulud Nabi of Awalu in conjunction with Dada Hamzat Foundation. Explaining the reasons for organizing the event, engineer Dr. Abdul Raham Shodikbo said it was to further highlight the importance of elders' role in the teachings of Islam, particularly as it affects the elderly ones and the younger generation. He said it will also focus on the need to inculcate Islamic tenets on the Muslim youth and adults.
I dedicate it to all our senior citizens in Nigeria, and especially Lagos, and to my darling dad. I want to admit the fact that I've been privileged to be trained by the best dads and best granddad. So it is a responsibility, it is my personal responsibility to pass that on to my children too. So the role of elders of old, most leaders of today, they are failing. I attended a convocation, one of my daughter in the UK, in the University of Dundee to be precise. The new rector stated that why is it that the new generation that is upcoming, they are not up to our own standard. She identified that issue and she said we are going to research into it and make sure that we bring them up to the expectation and beyond us. So it still boils down to the fact that government has a lot to do in celebrating our senior citizens, our fathers, our leaders, our grandfathers. They have sacrificed majority of their life in working for the government, in making sure the family is okay, in making sure that there's peace, there's tranquility in the home and in the nation entirely.
The event began with the recitation from the Holy Quran and the most cherished Quranic quiz competition.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين فتعالى الله الملك الحق ولا تعجل بالقرآن من قبل أن يقضى إليك وحيه وقل رب زدني علما سنقرئك فلا تنسى فوجد عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لقد صدق الله رسوله الرؤيا بالحق لتدخلون المسجد الحرام إن شاء الله آمنين محلقين رؤوسكم ومقصرين لا تخافون فعلم ما لم تعلموا فجعل من دون ذلك فتحا قريبا والذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على دين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا.
One of the special guests at the occasion, who is also an Islamic scholar, Alhaji Nura Bello, remarked that there are always miraculous results from the teachings of Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto his name. According to him, it is always necessary to celebrate Maulud Nabi. Another speaker, Alhaji Rashid Bello, emphasized that the Quranic recitation and the quiz competition amongst the youth will further encourage the kids to imbibe the spirit of Allah as laid down by Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto his name.
Whatever religion you are practicing, and you are not bringing in, you are not letting the younger ones to know, the religion will eventually perish. That is why, as an elder, they have a very big role to ensure that this religion, especially we are saying specifically, issue of Maulid Nabi, yes. If we don't want this to just end shortly, the elder must play a very big role. And what is the role? What role should an elder play? They should let them know the importance. They should let them know the value. Because Prophet Muhammad, the words of Allah says, Fatabihu yubikumullahu. You cannot see Allah. The person you can follow for you to see Allah is Prophet Muhammad. And in that wise, for the younger ones to actually believe in this, an elder person has a role to inform them the importance of that. That you must have a strong belief in the Prophet Muhammad. Therefore, we have seen that the special role is for an elderly person who is learned to bring along the younger ones. And that is what is actually happening here.
In his lecture, Khalifa Fatai Alagboje, the Baale of Alafia, Ifo, Ogun State, also stressed the importance of celebrating Maulud Nabi. He spoke about the role of elders in championing the tenets of Islam. He said it is better to follow those elders with high knowledge of Islam to reshape their understanding, as according to him, elders' role cannot be quantified, particularly in ensuring that the children are not derailed.
The problem of Nigeria is traceable to lack of respect for those in position of authority. It cut across every region. We should accept fate so that everything will be orderly. Even if you are older, your children will reap the reward of your hard work. Everyone should respect whosoever is in a public office. Whosoever refuses to do so will certainly work against a better future for himself.
The kids, teenagers and youth who participated in the Quranic quiz competition were presented with certificates. The arrival of the spiritual father Sheikh Mohammed Oluwashino ignited the hall as he was ushered in to give his brief keynote address. Sheikh, whose speech was interpreted, urged the professionals to have the spirit of comradeship. He called on all Nigerians, different religious groups, organizations and denominations to unite and speak with one voice to ensure the growth of Nigeria. On the insecurity in the country, he called on the authority to do something urgent to rectify the situation. He noted that the insecurity in the country has seriously divided the nation, pointing out that the only solution is for the government to restore peace and encourage the various ethnic groups to see themselves as one big family, owing the country as a whole. He also urged the government to be proactive in treating every state equally. He said Islamic religion doesn't allow the killing of innocent souls in Nigeria, emphasizing that those bandits, kidnappers, and terrorists are not true Muslims. He remarked that the majority of them are not even the citizens of Nigeria. Sheikh Mohammed prayed Allah to restore the old good glory of Nigeria.
I want to appeal to the government, because when you look at the western areas, the areas are well taken care. Therefore, I want to appeal to Nigerian government, if you can start from Lagos State, let us find a significant role for our elders, so that when the role is given to them, they will be comfort, and when they are comforted, they can transfer the comfort to the younger ones. In aspect of life, an elder is so imperative, so important that we need to take care of our elders.
The organizer of the event, Dr. Abdul Raham Shodipo, spoke on the role of elders in the Islamic religion. He also called for the creation of a separate ministry.
Thank you for this opportunity to appreciate our senior citizens and then encourage others and the government to please support them more. Because one day we are going to get there too, whether we like it or not. We will get there. So as you want to as you want to sleep on your bed, it's how you are going to lay it. If you want the best in the future, when you are senior citizen, do the best for the senior citizen right now. That's right. So, please, this is coming from the bottom of my heart. I want to implore the government to set up a ministry called a ministry of elders to take care of our senior citizens, just like they do abroad. It's not rocket science. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's doing the needful. There should be budget appropriation for senior citizens. They should be taken care of after sacrificing all their entire life in making sure the country is okay, in making sure the kids are okay. They deserve the best when they now have less power. And then to my colleagues, I say, at this our own level, we need to appreciate the elders more than they appreciated us when we were little, when we had no strength. We need to give back to them that support that they dearly need. And I want to also plead with the upcoming generation that the senior citizens, they are where they are today. One day you too, no matter how small you think you are going to get to that level too. And then you need to make sure they are comfortable more than you were comfortable when you had no power, no finance of your own. It's your parent. So the Quran says, take care of your parents more than they took care of you when you were little. A child is not expected to say any bad word to the parent. Don't do it. The list of bad words is not saying anything but saying easy to your parent. In fact, it's one of the greatest sins in sight of God, the Almighty Allah. It is a very great sin. Don't do it. Rather, talk to them with soft words, sweet words. Encourage them, daddy, have you eaten, and all of that. Alleviate mental stress from their old age. Make provisions for their feeding, for transport. Give them all the good things of this world. And then we look forward to our government to support all these good deeds.
Our retirees are the senior citizens. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Retirement good, retirement sweet. Now the step to living a good old age. Retirement is a good thing. Retirement is a better thing. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Our retirees are the senior citizens. Retirement good, retirement sweet. Now the step to living a good old age. Retirement good, retirement sweet. Now the step to
Senior Senior Citizens Forum, a special weekly program on Lagos television that addresses the joy and the various challenges of the elderly.
When human beings grow older, definitely the changes are from scalp to the tip of your toe.
Hypertension affects virtually all the organs of the body. It affects the heart, it affects the eyes, it affects the kidneys, it affects the brain, every organ. More often than not, people don't know they have hypertension. Mm-hmm. The only way you can know whether you have hypertension or not is to measure your blood pressure.
For its sponsorship and advert placement, please contact the LTV Marketing Department or send SMS or call 0802 328 5359 or 0801 3888 1703.
The government should take statistics, data of the elderly, then come up with a policy that will help them.
Senior Citizens Forum is shown on LTV. Insurance companies, pension fund managers, healthcare providers, pharmaceutical companies, as well as telecommunications network providers are free to sponsor the program or advertise their products at moderate rates.
Yet another edition of Senior Citizens Forum on your dialing station.
Our retirees are the senior citizens.
That's about all for today. Please join us next week for another interesting edition of Senior Citizens Forum.
Oh, yeah. No. These people have worked so hard. They are the senior citizens. They are the pensioners and they deserve their affection.